What's going on, guys? Biznix here. Today we're going to be talking about a weapon buff that has occurred on the DT-12, which has been updated since the May 4th update. Now, in case you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get daily notifications about my channel. Also, if you ever want me to do a class setup for you, let me know in a comment and I will actually make it and make a video for you. This is only because if you don't want to spend the credits on it or something, or upgrade, then let me know. And then finally, if you ever want to play with me, let me know in a comment. I will get my Xbox information to you because that's the system that I am currently playing on right now. But without further ado, let's get into this weapon buff for the DT-12. Now, the DT-12 is an Outer Rim DLC weapon, so I waited to make the video on this because I don't know if you guys knew, but I made a video on the DT-19 yesterday, which was buffed, which has been in the game ever since it was released. So I wanted you guys to know about that first because not everybody has Outer Rim DLC. Now, the DT-12 was made famous by Greedo in episode 4, and obviously Greedo died right after, so it's kind of like but it's Greedo's weapon and it's very good in this game. It sort of relates to the DL-44 in a lot of ways, but now let's go into what they actually changed. Before the update, the DT-12 was very slow rate of fire. It had a very slow rate of fire, and it was doing a lot of damage, very comparable to the DL-44, but it wasn't shooting as fast as the DL-44, therefore not a lot of people were using it. Even people that had Outer Rim DLC were not using it because it just didn't stack up to all of the other people's weapons like the EE-3 and the SC-14C. It just wasn't doing enough damage. But ever since May 4th, they actually changed it, so now the bullets fire a lot faster, like almost twice as fast, and the bullet spread is almost gone, just like the DLT-19, which I talked about yesterday. So it's kind of cool because now when you're shooting, the bullet goes exactly where you want it to go, and the gun shoots a lot faster, so you can get a lot more damage off that much more quickly. I will say that this gun is better used in closer range combat only because when the enemy is 40 meters away, it only does a maximum of 16 damage, so therefore you'd have to shoot like somebody like 6 times to even kill them at a longer range. But if it's the only option you have, then therefore it's the only thing you can do. But I do advise using this gun at smaller ranges until you get better at the game, until you get better at aiming and all of that jazz, I guess. Okay, with all of that being said, now we're going to talk about a really good class that I find works really well with this weapon and really justifies everything that this weapon has to do. So let's just start off with the fact that I am using the Berserker trait only to get that extra damage, because with this gun it is possible to one-shot somebody at Berserker trait level 2, only because if you get a headshot it will kill them instantly. But we all know that the Berserker trait leaves you very vulnerable, so you need to have all of these backups to help you out, especially if you are a running gun player like me. You need to have the back to bomb, which is basically your adrenaline stim that is not a perk, which is awesome. You also need to have your personal shield because the back to bomb has a really high recharge time compared to other star cards, and so you can't rely on it all the time. And then finally, you need to have your jetpack because whenever your personal shield is out and your back to bomb is out, then you need to get away from the battle somehow. Use your jetpack to get out of there. Just as a fun fact, this gun now, if you compare it to the rate of fire that Greedo has as a villain in this game now, it is exactly the same, and it does almost the same amount of damage. It doesn't do the exact same, because if it did the exact same, everybody would be using it, but no, it does almost the amount. And it's kind of funny, if you ever wanted to pretend like you were playing as Greedo all of the time, you could actually make a class set up as Greedo with the Scan Pulse, the Dioxis Grenade, and the Thermal Detonator with your DT-12. The only thing is that you leave yourself very vulnerable, and that's why I'm not using it right now, only because it really doesn't work as well as what I'm using right now. So guys, that's really about it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, and because it only takes like 2 seconds and I'm trying to help you guys out, and the only way you guys can help me out is by liking it. And really, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.